Hello everybody, welcome to Ohio Talk, episode 1 for Loose Cannon series. This is more of a casual series where I have a special guest and we just talk. We don't have a script, we aren't editing a thing, we're just going with it. Today my special guest is Jordan Hughes. Introduce yourself.
Howdy guys.
He is my editor and also a fellow YouTuber. His link will be down in the description below. Alright, so Jordan, I kind of brought you on board on short notice to become my editor when I got the dumb idea one night of, it'd be great, switch from a sports channel to a talk channel. And we whipped up, a matter of what, 2 hours? We got logos together and recorded our first episode, and obviously you can tell that the audio is a lot better than it used to be. We got new microphones, and so we don't sound like...
No product plug, but thank God for Blue Yeti.
Amen. We don't sound like Darth Vader talking in here anymore. So, the first thing I want to talk about, I want to get your take. It's a very hot subject right now in the media, and I think Europe's kind of crapping itself right now. Mm-hmm. Iran. What's your take?
It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess. I don't know. I mean, it sucks. It really does. You know, it's hard to imagine any country going through what it's going through right now. But, you know, things have to happen for a reason, I guess.
The people who I feel bad for are the Iranians who don't support the Iranian regime.
Certainly.
You know, they see a whole world and America staring them down. And I don't know about you, I would hate to be on the receiving end of the United States.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got one of the best militaries out there. I know, not to be, somewhat political, but I know Trump's really willing to do what he needs to do to make sure that we're safe. And, as an American, I feel like that's something good to have in the back of your mind.
Oh, yeah. And if you're a Republican or a Democrat, that could be a good or bad thing depending on your view. But we know Trump well enough, being Americans, that he is willing to go to any extent, I do believe, other than nuclear, to protect the country.
Yeah.
And Trump really showed force when he very quickly responded to the attacks on the United States Embassy. And I believe, this is me personally talking, a lot of other people disagree or have another view, that Iran intentionally did not kill any Americans in the recent attack on a base.
Yeah.
To say that, hey, we retaliated now, we're done.
Right.
Other people, though, believe that that's just a cover-up. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, it could have been, them trying to just show off and, think that we would back down. But I think them doing that just goes to show that, we are willing to do what we need to do to protect us. And not to mention they, messed up and shot down a plane.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
And those poor people on that plane are dead now because of allegedly Iran doing it. And whether that was meant to happen or if it was meant for something else, there was intention. There was intent there to do harm to either property or people. And when you fire a missile, it's not a good thing.
No.
You're intending to do something bad with it. So,
people can point fingers saying that the U.S. started it, the Allies started it, even though I don't see anybody really arguing the Allies started it or Iran started it. And you can make an argument, I believe, for any case, really. It's a sticky situation. It's interesting to watch Iranian media putting lies into their people. They said that they killed 40 Americans in their attack on the military base in Iraq. And we know, according to the United States Pentagon, no Americans were even harmed.
Right.
And it's scary to know that, we have what Trump would call fake news. But we don't have that extent of fake news.
Right.
And the fact that their media is not free to speak, that the government is forced to put words in their mouth, I personally find slightly disturbing.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it's a situation that we have to keep our eyes on. And unfortunately, I don't think we can trust Iran at all.
It's hard to know who to trust anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it.
No.
It's just we have to go on with our lives, and there are people and rules and laws put into place to make sure it's handled.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, it's amazing to me on how quickly things escalated.
Yeah.
Overnight. Yeah, one evening, just a normal day in both the U.S. and Iran, really.
Yeah.
In the whole world. And the next thing you know, NBC News is breaking in saying, United States has attacked an Iranian airport, believing to kill a general. And at that moment, I knew that everything was going to get really crazy really quick.
Mm-hmm. And gas prices went up too.
Shot up. I filled up my car today, and it hurt. Yeah. It's been the first time in a long time that it hurt to fill up my car. And, I've heard that there was a giant bump up in United States military enlistments after that. I think a lot of this country is willing to stand up, but kind of hesitantly. I've noticed that Democrats don't really support this. They're highly critical of everything that's going on. As I know earlier today, the House took a vote to limit President Trump's actions with the War Powers Act. You can agree with that, disagree. You make up your mind on that. I know I have my opinion on that. I know you have your opinion on that.
Yep.
I'm not going to force that opinion on anybody, but take it as you will. It shows how divided the country is, really.
Yeah, it really does.
And, I know how I feel about the situation and politics right now in the country. George Washington once said that the United States should never get parties. He said that it would be the death of this country. George Washington firmly believed no country would ever take down the United States except for themselves. And I can see it happening right in front of us.
Yeah, it's showing true for sure.
And
unfortunately, it's hard to tell if it'll ever get better,
Yeah. I believe now that since the Democrats have been so hard on the Republican president, you have to imagine that as soon as a Democrat president is elected, and the House and Senate are both, or even just the House, are Republican held, nothing's going to get done. It's going to be a battle to impeach the president. It's going to be a witch hunt. Mm-hmm. And it will be, I believe now, for the rest of American politics. And America certainly shows no signs of collapse anytime soon. Even though we are one of the youngest nations, we're easily one of the most powerful. The only other country that comes to mind power-wise is Russia.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Politics and everything in the world just reminds me of one giant high school.
Yeah.
You kind of have your cliques, and you kind of have your actions are based on who you know, and there's the drama, mm-hmm. and it's just, to me, it seems like we're all in high school, just stuck in high school forever.
Yeah, I mean, I ran temporarily. I ended up dropping out. I was in a political race this past year for a trustee position in my township. And even throughout the 2 months I was in the running, before I decided to drop out for college reasons, it was a mess. Mm-hmm. It was a mess. People don't know how to compromise, and for me, that is my biggest issue with politics.
Right. It's either that person's way or nothing else.
Yeah. We don't care to compromise. We don't care to learn the other side of an argument, which I believe is what has to happen for things to get done, obviously. Mm-hmm. And the more that we sit around closed-minded, that gives countries like Iran's right now a perfect example. To stare us down and be like, well, they aren't going to pay attention to us. They have enough issues over there. We have time to do what we want.
Right.
I think when we're at our weakest politically is when North Korea will have some crazy idea.
You know, we never got our Christmas gift from them.
Yeah, you know we
disappointed.
Trump was hoping it was going to be a nice vase. We never got a vase.
Who knows anymore?
I don't know.
But let's tell the people how we met. Let's get away from the negativity here.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
We've known each other for
a very long time.
Yep.
Too long.
Since fourth grade?
End of 4th, beginning of 5th grade.
Yep.
And to put it in perspective, I'm a freshman in college, and he's my age as well.
Yep.
So he's about to turn 19. I'm 18. And gosh, how many? I'm not willing to do the math to figure out how long that is.
Not either. I barely passed math.
Yeah. I was gonna be a meteorologist, said I'm not for a reason.
There you go.
So
we've known each other. We've had a long ride, and we've known each other for a very long time.
Yeah, it's been years.
Yep.
Years, and we used to live really close to each other.
Yep, certainly.
We used to live about 2 miles away, out in a very rural area.
Yep.
Rural.
And we went to the same school together.
Scooby? Yeah, we went to the same school, had a lot of the same classes, especially 5th grade year.
Yep.
5th grade year. You had 2 different teachers at my school in 5th grade, and both of our teachers were the same.
Mm-hmm.
And 4th grade, we didn't get to know each other very well because you just had one different teacher.
Right. It was mainly recess and lunch.
Yeah. And yeah, we saw some crazy, stupid things at school together.
Yep.
Remember when one of our longtime buddies back then, Zach Chambers, he took a Go-Gurt. If you don't know what Go-Gurt is and you're from outside the country listening, it's like a tube yogurt. It's a yogurt in a tube.
Yep. Welcome to America.
It's incredible. Everything's in a tube here. It's incredible. Even our microphone's tube shaped. It's incredible. He took a Go-Gurt, and he thought it'd be a funny idea to swirl it around in the air like a slingshot.
Was I there for that?
I don't know. Were you?
Because I don't remember that.
I
would
man,
remember that.
This is great. He was swinging around in the air. Oh, he did have some health issues around this time, and he slammed it on the table. I mean, slammed it as hard as he could. I mean, it was all type in a knot. And he slammed it, and the yogurt shot out the end of the tube like a cannon. It was sealed still, by the way. Shot out of the tube.
Getting our loose cannon series.
Oh,
Shot out
yeah?
like a cannon.
No coincidence, right? Not at all.
You know what? Piggybacking off that, because that's going to happen a lot. Cannon is a word that will get Aaron in trouble.
Yeah.
Remember your incident on Facebook with the?
I'll explain that after the story. It's not good.
Can't wait for that.
And he slammed it on the table. Go-Gurt shot out of this thing, like I said, like a cannon. Shot across the lunchroom. I kid you not, hit somebody in the back of the head.
Oh my gosh.
They had yogurt dripping down the back of their neck.
It happens to the best of us.
Going off of the cannon thing, I'm in trouble with my community, to say the least. I'm in a Facebook group. It's a bunch of people that live in my town or used to live in my town, grew up in, etc. And our school mascot is the Blue Devil. I live in a town called Brookville, and we were originally a railroad town before Interstate 70 went through our town. And our current school mascot for the high school, middle school, etc. is the Blue Devil. And I'm like, man, you know, it'd be a cool idea if we changed our mascot to the conductors. I'm like, man, wouldn't that be cool? No other local high schools pay homage to where they came from. But man, that'd be a cool idea. And I'm like, man, we should change our name to the conductors because, you know, my town is more of a conservative Christian community. I'm like, I don't believe Blue Devil is a very popular name for a conservative Christian town. Conductors is a whole different thing than Blue Devil.
Yeah.
You make a cool mascot, and football is our sport. The whole community shows up for those games. It's wild.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know, it'd be cool if we put like a train whistle or a train horn. You know how hockey games have goal horns? I want a train horn. to go off when the football team comes out when they score a touchdown and the fight song plays. I'm like, man, that'd be cool. It modernizes our stadium because it's an old feel, isn't it?
Yeah, and get people fired up.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I know the high schoolers love it. I'm fresh out of high school. I would have thought that would been sweet. I work for the athletic department. Like, man, that'd be cool.
Well, big mistake thinking that was a cool,
Yeah.
cool idea.
Well, a lot of I know a lot of people that listen to my channel are under 60, so I can say this. A lot of the boomer generation,
Did not like that.
to say the least.
They thought it was the worst idea for him to ever bring that up.
They acted like I just brought up the idea to bomb out the community. People were coming out of the woodwork that I swear haven't been active in this group in 20 years. And, like, man, that's the dumbest idea ever. If you want a true Blue Devil, get, insert word here, I've got to keep it PG, out of this community. You don't belong here. Get out. I'm like, oh my gosh. And, people lost their minds. So I made another post. I'm like, okay. They weren't saying much about the horn idea. I'm like, okay, obviously, you don't like the conductor idea. Because, quote-unquote, tradition, because those can't change. And apparently these people are still in high school 50 years later. And they're like, man, we can't change something to conductor. That'd be stupid. I'm like, well, what about the train horn? Nobody really mentioned that. Somebody said, yeah, train horn's cool. We have what's called a victory bell. It's a dinner bell. If you know what a dinner bell is, it's a giant dinner bell that the cheerleaders ring will get a touchdown. I'm sorry, it's dumb. And they're like, yeah, train horn's cool. It'd be really cool. A freaking cannon. If you follow hockey. The Columbus Blue Jackets. They have a cannon that they shoot before the game, and after every goal, and after every win. And I'm a big Blue Jackets fan. I have a quarter season ticket planned to the Blue Jackets. I'm there all the time. Big Blue Jackets guy. So the cannon has a special place in my heart. But my first thought was, we are going to scare the crap out of people 5 miles away.
Hey, you'd get the Brookville police excited, though. They probably think something's going on.
Yeah. To put it lightly, we don't have the best police system in the world.
And we love police officers.
Yes,
don't get me wrong.
I'm very pro-blue, but it's interesting, to say the least.
When you have a small town of police officers with nothing to do, you kind of get police officers that will fish around to do anything they can.
They're too young and they get too excited.
Yeah.
But, and I'm like, man, people are going crazy over this cannon idea. I'm like, dude, I was trying to think of something $500 worthy. I don't like the Chicago Blackhawks personally, but something like their horn. Even a recording we could play over the stadium. That would cost us, what, $20 to buy it?
Probably.
And people are going crazy over this cannon idea that costs over $1,000. And I'm like, dude. And people are going crazy over this cannon idea, and then some people are like, what about the victory bell? I'm like, dude, I work in the press box. And the windows are open during press box games, and to put it like this, we're not a big community. We don't have a big stadium. I'm only, 25 rows up from the field? And the victory bell sits on field level. I can't hear that thing.
Right.
Over the band and stuff, you can't hear a dinner bell. And the dinner bell, well, I don't know about you, that just makes me hungry.
I'm always hungry, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, take another drink of your drink.
I'm about out. I'm going to have to go get another one.
Oh, good. And, I'm like, a train horn would be sweet. It still pays homage. That works with my idea still. It would get, especially the high schoolers, freaking out.
Yeah.
No.
Heaven forbid somebody change something.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I'm really working on trying to modernize our sports program. But I did get into a little bit of trouble in the last season, because I'm like, yeah, I had audio system access.
Is this about the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we're getting this crowd going tonight. It was a big game. This team ended up winning state. So you can take a guess on how bad we were killed.
Yep.
I'm like, man, we got to have a crowd tonight. We got to be going. We got, And I'm like, man, Seven Nation Army should really get this crowd going. And so I cranked up Seven Nation Army. I cranked it up a little bit too loud.
Yep.
The next thing you heard was a pop. The speaker exploded on top of the person. I mean, gone. And we're up there middle of the game trying to fix this stupid speaker. And we had somebody come up and say, the music's too loud. You gotta stop. And all of us looked down and like, we're sorry? Like, you have to turn the music off now. I have somebody with that's special with hearing right underneath the speakers. Well, all the speakers are on top of the press box, our stadium. The sound idea was not smart, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
You lose your hearing if you're underneath those speakers, no matter how loud they are. And we just looked down and we're like, we're sorry, but we are not turning the music on. They said, well, do you not respect people with special hearing needs? And the athletic director was up there with me and said, ma'am, we have a pretty big stadium. We have quite a few quieter areas. If you need to go to a quieter area, you can go there. But 97% of the people here love the loud music.
Right. Just because one person complains doesn't mean you have to cater to them.
No. And I feel like a lot of the people of today's age feels like they're so important they deserve to be catered to.
Entitlement.
No matter how many people it works for. If it works for 99 out of 100 people and that one person doesn't like it, it has to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, we should not have to cater so much to people.
Right.
For example, 99 people like this podcast. Like I'm getting that many views. One person dislikes it. I am not going to cater that one person that dislikes it.
Right.
I'll probably do it more because if I get 99 likes, I'm I'm freaking out.
Yeah, you have 99 people that are pleased versus one. Well, 99 people are more important than the one.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's how it is. Now, unless, you're the president of a significant country, okay, I'll do anything
it's like,
for you.
yeah, you know what, we're good. We'll just shut it down, whatever you need.
If Prime Minister Trudeau's like, I don't like that, I'm like, okay.
Yep.
But Trudeau, if you're listening, bless you.
Yeah,
shout me out.
If he's listening.
Yeah.
Don't even.
He'll find this in about 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But back to the stadium. A lot of memories of that place, though. As a kid, a lot of football games, running around. It's easier as a kid to not really appreciate the game and what's going on. So, like, I know for me, I always ran around like an idiot, just hanging out with people.
You still do.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a kid at heart. But at the end of the day, football is pretty fun, and it's great.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people need to learn to appreciate what's going on in front of them and watch the game and to cheer on the team instead of worrying about minute things like hearing. I mean, it's just, people will complain about anything anymore.
And I'm a band guy. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
I was in band for 4 years, from my 8th grade year to my junior year. I had a knee issue that took me out. I was going to be a 5-year band member. I ended up only being a 4. I really only played for 2 due to separate knee and concussion issues.
You could move your pinky a centimeter to the right, and your entire body would just fall apart.
So back to it. I get hurt by the dumbest things.
Yeah.
I could go outside, get hit by a car going 90 miles an hour. I'll get back up, walk away. I'm good.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. But here's the thing. If I tripped on, like, the table, I'll break my femur. The impossible will happen. But Yeah, like I was saying, as a band guy, after that rabbit trail, that's going to happen a lot with
Yep.
these, I think.
We do it whenever we just have conversations
Yeah.
without a mic in front of us.
But I wish more people pay attention to the band. The band puts in as much, if not maybe more work than the football team, I have to say. I remember being out there for about 3 hours every day, and during the summer we'd have, 13, 14-hour days, 5 days a week, for like 3 weeks in a row. And nobody came to our competitions, really. Nobody cared at football games, and I know for band kids, that's frustrating. You know, and we were often mocked by the student section. And all the student section people had done what?
Nothing.
Exactly. So next time you're at a football game, watch your band. Appreciate them. Those kids put in a lot of work. You know, and it's something I didn't appreciate before I was in it. Afterwards, I really learned what it means to be a part of something like that. Those people become your family. You know, unfortunately, the culture changed in my band while I was in it, and I didn't see eye to eye and have a similar style to a lot of people. I was there. I was in band to win. I'm extremely competitive. You know, I'm known for arguing with officiating whenever I'm playing a sport. And if I'm playing baseball, staring the pitchers right back down after an inside pitch. I'm competitive. I'm probably a little bit too much. Nobody was there to win. They were there just to make friends, meet buddy with each other. And for me, that got on my nerves.
Yeah.
I was the only person that really cared on my band about winning. Everybody else was, hey, let's hang out with my friends. I'm like, no, that's what after band is for. Have a good time after band. Go hang out. I encourage it. Bond. That's great.
Right.
But if you look at the most successful teams in any sport in history, that's what they do. They're all business and practice. As soon as they're done, they'll go out and have a drink with the buddies, with the guys.
It's just like jobs and working.
Oh yeah.
Anything really. You need to be serious and do what you need to do.
I mean, look at The Office. They didn't make very much paper while they were there, and they were just goofing around.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, people need to put more focus on what they're doing and the goal in life. And I feel like a lot of people go astray in life in general for reasons like that. They aren't working hard towards their goals. They just go along. Let's be happy. Let's make friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about friends. And
I feel like that applies to religion too.
Yeah.
You know,
certainly.
You know, I'm not afraid to say it, and I'm sure Aaron isn't either. You know, I'm a Christian.
I am as well.
And not perfect at all.
No.
Nobody is, and it's hard to stay on track and to find. I don't know. It's hard to find motivation, I guess, to stick with it, and it's easier to, you know, like socialize and play video games and go out and do stuff, and I just feel like it, you know, it applies. Everything applies to that goal, or
Yeah.
that concept, that people are too focused on what's going on around them and not the task at hand.
Yeah. It's easy to find your identity in whatever you're doing. I know for me, when I played ball, I got hurt pretty bad my mid-sophomore year, and I haven't played since. But when I played ball since I was, 2 or 3 years old. I found my identity in being a second baseman, being a catcher. When I was younger, I was a catcher. Not to sound cocky, I was good. I was really, really good. I was small. I was a small guy, not for my age, and I was known to be half nuts and take collisions from a lot bigger guys and play injured and whatever. But, you know, I found myself as the ball player, and can't do that. Whenever you focus on things like that is when you lose focus on the real goal.
Absolutely.
And I know I have found myself happier, more satisfied with life now that I work towards the real goals and not just sports or whatever or try to identify myself in something I really shouldn't be. So, I don't know, that's just my thought on it.
Yeah. Now what?
Now what? Yes, go on.
Come on.
But, yeah, just tell them a little bit about yourself. They know a lot more about me than you.
Well, I'm pretty terrible at this. I'm Jordan. As if we haven't already mentioned that.
Yes,
I mean, it's on the screen.
Or
No, that's
like
not
that.
my name.
No.
It's actually not. It's not my name.
That is true.
Fun fact, my real name is Albert.
Albert Jordan Hughes, the fourth.
Jordan's not even my middle name, legally. It's just Albert Hughes the fourth.
Albert Hughes the fourth.
Yep. My dad's the third, I'm the fourth.
So where did Jordan come into play?
So when I was born, my parents had it in their mind that they wanted to name me Jordan, and so that was what they had planned to call me, and my brother and sister had all agreed on it, and that's just what everybody wanted to call me. Well, they wanted it to be Albert Jordan Hughes the fourth, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to have that middle name. Well, the hospital or whomever, I don't really know, to be honest with you. I was a child at the time.
Oh, really? You weren't born as an adult?
I was born as a kid. I didn't know that was possible. And so yeah. And so the hospital said, "No, you got to, because my dad was the third and didn't have a middle name. If my dad's name was Albert Jordan Hughes the third, then I could have been Albert Jordan Hughes the fourth.
Right.
But since he wasn't, there you go."
Fair enough.
Yep. So a lot of people are always surprised by that. But other than that, I like video games. I play a lot of video games. I have a gaming computer, and I do some Photoshop work and stuff. I mean, the graphic that's on the screen, I made that for Aaron and his channel logos and stuff.
Because we know me and computer or anything
Yeah.
does not work.
Yeah. And your computer sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It plays Roblox well.
It does.
It does.
It's mostly a college computer.
Yeah.
But you try to do any sort of game on it, and it will absolutely freak out and crash.
Yeah. I want to be a police officer. Yeah, Fortnite. But yeah, I want to be a police officer. That's something I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I'm in the hiring process of hopefully working at a jail as a corrections officer, just waiting to hear back from whoever. But I'm excited for that. I'm hoping I can get that and put my foot in the door and eventually become a police officer there. I don't know, man. I'm terrible at describing myself. I do ride-alongs with police departments. I like doing that kind of stuff. I like getting outdoors and going places, and like Aaron and I always drive around and go to random places.
We ended up in Lexington, Kentucky somehow.
Yeah. Cincinnati one night. We just drove around and ended up
At what, 4 in the morning?
Yeah. And we went on the Kentucky side and took pictures of Cincinnati. We've done so many different things. It's crazy.
We've gone vacations together.
Yep.
Lake Lure, North Carolina.
Great place. Beautiful.
It's not often where there's one without the other.
Yeah.
Really. We went through a long streak without seeing each other. For us, it's like, 2 weeks? Because I was in Florida. And so I'm slightly tanner than him right now, which is kind of nice. But
I'm always pale. It doesn't matter.
yeah, you look like a ghost.
I actually did get a tan over the summer, though.
Yeah, I know you didn't scorch and look like a Doritos bag. I was impressed. But yeah, he looks about like the color of the block O's.
Okay, don't.
So
That's a lie.
I don't know about that, Chief.
If we could, I would just post a ugly picture of myself with one of my thousands of facial expressions.
Oh, don't. If you follow my Twitter, I'll post one.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, we ended up in Detroit one time.
Yeah.
Saw Tigers game.
That was planned.
Yeah, oh gosh, that was one of the suckiest games I think I've ever been to in my life, and I've been to hundreds of baseball games.
And it rained, but we saw Jared. Jared is a mutual friend of ours that lives in Michigan. I met him online through video games, and became such good friends that we actually met up once at my house. He came down from Michigan and stayed the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron's got the chance to meet him, and we've all just kind of clicked, and it's really cool. It's interesting how the internet allows you to meet so many people and made a friend out of it.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great guy.
I know personally have friends from all different types of countries from around the globe.
Yep.
And it's incredible how the internet's enabled us to be able to do things like that.
Absolutely.
Um,
I couldn't live without it. I don't know. I probably could.
I
couldn't live without a computer.
I need my snap streak, man.
Oh,
I've got a snap streak that's almost at 3 years. Pull me away from that, I dare you.
I think you're my longest streak, actually. And the longest streak I've ever had.
That's a yikes.
I just never got into it.
I'm at nearly 3 years, and I won't be surprised if me and her are near the top 100 in longest streaks. Last I saw, we were only 400 days off the top streak.
I'm not sure.
So we're up there. Well, we're taking dubs, taking names.
What is our streak at right now?
I'm not. Look it up.
Let me pull this up here.
Yeah. As you could probably tell, if you're still listening right now, for some reason, you've noticed that this episode is everywhere. I don't know where this is going. He doesn't know where this is going. We have no script at all. I normally sit in front of me with a written script that I've worked on. And
208. We're
Ooh,
at 208.
That's spicy.
And that's my longest one. I think my second longest one is 100 and something.
2 days.
2 days. Good one.
Yeah. But that was a weird silence. I did not like that.
I didn't either.
No, never again.
Nope.
But if you're still listening for some reason, yeah. The Loose Cannon series is going to be with a special guest. It's going to be Jordan a lot.
Yeah, you'll see me a lot, probably.
Yeah.
Or hear me, rather.
Yeah. Well, you can see him on my Twitter. But I am currently lining up some of the special guests in a collab with a couple of different podcasts. Hey, by the way, haven't told you yet, doing a collab soon.
Nice.
Yeah, so, yeah, get to working on that.
Does that mean I have to do more logos and stuff?
Potentially.
Oh, gosh.
So, I don't know who's
I'm going to have
chilling.
to start getting paid for this. If you start making money off of this, I'm getting money.
No, you're like a sweatshop for me.
I don't even care if it's 1 penny.
You're my sweatshop.
Don't ever say that.
I'll give you a t-shirt. How about that?
A t-shirt. I don't want a lousy t-shirt.
What, with this beauty on it?
Yeah.
Come on, that's sexy.
It's a stupid logo.
Pardon me, male?
I hate everything I make, so that's why. I do like the idea I came up with, the eye being the microphone.
Yeah, I thought of the name. He worked the rest of the magic. I'm creative musically. I can play music. I can, and sing in the car. Anywhere else, probably not the best idea.
Closet singer.
Yes.
That's all right. We both are.
Yeah.
I was in choir though, as a kid, and when I went to the school that me and him shared. But when I went to high school, I stopped with choir, which I regret. But I also liked my old choir teacher, and I kind of just didn't want to be in choir.
Yeah.
With somebody else other than him, but
I sing beautiful renditions of 21 Pilots songs and Manchester Orchestra songs in the car.
They're totally beautiful.
Oh man, you're to die for. I should make an album.
Yeah, more like you'd want to die hearing it.
Pardon me?
Kidding.
Hey, you're within arm's reach. All right. Watch yourself.
Yeah, if you kill me, then who's gonna upload this? Well, you could upload it, but you won't have any more logos.
I can hire someone.
Hire someone, yeah. Pay money. When you could have it for free right here.
Or I could eliminate the problem.
I see how it is.
Yeah, good. You're just my like I ever get 1,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, make money off this, but until then, I'm using you for free labor. So, yeah, we're just two longtime buddies with completely different skill sets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sorry, strange noises are coming from.
Yeah, there's a ghost
outside the office.
Coughs in this.
Speaking of ghosts, there's some weird things going on around here tonight. It's a full moon.
Yeah,
things have gotten weird.
Night. It's weird.
Yeah. We saw lights out near a fielded, wooded area. It's strange.
Yep.
There's some. I'm at his place right now, by the way, and around this place, there's railroad track. Why do we end up keep on railroads? I don't know. But, you know, there's these weird lights. I've never noticed before.
I haven't.
And they were just there. They would kind of move very slowly left to right. Same level.
It's almost like people were like out there doing stuff.
But it was too steady.
Yeah, and even then, if people were out there, it's awfully close to the railroad track. And then, coincidentally enough, we were outside earlier tonight just chilling, and the lights were there still when we went out. Yeah, just chilling. And a couple trains go by, and then the lights are gone. So either somebody died.
We heard sirens soon after.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, man.
Aliens.
We'll find
Mothman.
out. If it's something, we'll find out on the news tomorrow.
Yeah. With our luck, it was aliens. Mothman. Bigfoot. That was Bigfoot. We didn't know it.
Area 51's building a satellite location behind my house.
All the Kiowas got them released, and
Gosh.
we speak memes, by the way.
I thought I smelled a monster can a mile away.
We did see someone buying one at the gas station.
Maybe it was him. Maybe it was him.
It was. Yeah, he was the definition of a Kyle meme.
Yeah.
The definition of
He
it.
still had his jail socks on.
Yeah.
Probably just got out of jail.
I mean, with the screw. Well, were those like baggy capris? I couldn't tell.
They were like jorts, but they were long.
They came halfway down his legs, almost like capris.
You could see his ankles, but that was about it.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
And he had a sweatshirt or a jacket on.
Like,
Really long black hair, kind of just... I don't know, man. He's just moving through.
yeah, passing by. Kyle.
Oh, the reason why we saw the potential Kyle is we were grilling out burgers tonight, which were phenomenal.
I was upset. Not by the burgers, not by the
Yeah,
burgers.
you better not be, dude.
Oh, go eat one right now.
I did a good job. There's 3
We?
out there. Okay, But with my ideas,
I'll accept that.
they were good. But we ran out of propane mid-grill.
Propane and propane accessories.
Also propane. We ran out of propane and had to go exchange the thing out. And that's where we saw the potential Kyle. Came back, finished the burgers. And just to let you know, barbecue burgers,
Spicy.
quality.
Not really spicy, but you know what I mean.
Not spicy. I do want to make a spicy burger, though, someday.
That's all you.
Yeah, I like spicy food.
Ranch will light me up. He's watched me try these spicy things. Like, what are those called? Takis? Takis?
Takis, yeah.
Takis. And I was like, yeah, this can't be that hot. They don't smell that hot. And I ate, like, 5 at once.
They're good.
Oh, no. They just...
I gotta have a cup of milk, though, when I eat them.
At least 1 cup. Might as well sit there with a gallon.
My dad.
Or that chalky milk, as
Chalky milk.
Baby Yoda would say. Gosh, I'm sorry. That's one meme that's gotten on my nerves.
Yeah, it's kind of getting old.
It
There's some memes that are so good that they can be overused and still be funny, but that one is just...
I never found that funny.
I haven't either.
For
I
some,
just found it obnoxious.
it's obnoxious. The one, man, what's that cat's name? Smudge?
I don't even know.
I don't know, but the 2 ladies yelling at the cat with the weird face. For some reason, I still find that funny.
Yeah.
If he's part of my Facebook profile, it's not good. I got a Christmas present this year labeled from Smudge the Cat, and that meme's become part of the household. I made a couple of them. I'm a Browns fan. I made one of those memes after the whole Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph incident, and yeah, it was pretty good. But the Pikachu one, that one died too quick. You know, the Pikachu made that little kind of, face. Yeah, because you can hear a facial expression.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. The terrible quality. You know, looks surprised.
Surprise Pikachu, yeah.
Surprise Pikachu. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Something like that. That was a good meme. Ricardo. What's your thoughts on the Ricardo meme? I've got to hear it.
We don't even need to go
I've got to
there.
hear
We
it.
don't. Because then people are going to look it up and they're going to be scared.
That's true. We're child friendly. So, If you don't want to be scarred for life, don't look it up. I'm slightly scarred.
I don't know. We've seen a lot in our lifetime already.
We've seen people fall off motorcycles at 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, on our way to North Carolina.
Yeah. What? Okay, what all have we seen? I feel like we have to discuss.
I think the question is, what haven't we seen? Whether it be ride-alongs with your dad or seeing things on vacation, being around each other all the time. We attract so much weird stuff.
We attract weird.
We attract people when we're out in public. Like, people scream from their cars.
It's weird. I don't have that happen on my own.
I don't either. And it just... Yeah, it's weird, man.
And with my luck, I uploaded a TikTok today for the first time. It was of us just being stupid. Us behind the scenes just being purely stupid.
Us every day.
And for some reason it's taken off. I didn't have any followers at the beginning of this. Any views, nothing. And I'm simply an account that just sits there and watches this stuff. And laughs at it and keeps going. And for some reason it's taking off as we speak. I mean, it's taking off. In like 2 hours and something, we have over 2,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten almost 100 followers off this thing. It's taken off. I don't understand.
I don't know either.
I mean, you do something like a dying walrus laughing in it.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
But we took, I don't know, Flarp? Flarp. It's dumb. What is it? Slime?
It's not even
putty?
dumb. It's great. It's like it's noise putty. I'm sure people know what it is.
If you press in on the can, it makes a fart sound.
Should I do an example?
Do an example. If you can get to work.
I got this.
Yeah. Let's get to work and
Just excuse the terrifying sounds. There
that.
you go. It just makes fart
I hope
noise.
that did not absolutely kill your hearing.
That's why I tried to go far away with it.
Yeah, but that.
But we decided to put it on my ceiling fan and turn the ceiling
We
fan
tied it
on.
around the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
Like, we stuck the plate together. And to put on it like this, his ceiling fan's on full speed. And I'm like, you know what would be a good idea? If you tie this on it. Turns out it extends like a rope. Very, very, very quickly. We were almost saying smacked him in the face by this thing. He was laughing like a dying walrus. You just yeah, so, and I don't know. People are all commenting on his laugh. I don't think I'm the funny one here. I think it's him. You know, he will have me at times. I'm surprised he hasn't done it to me yet. Will have me face first on my desk crying in laughter. And to the point I sound like the dying walrus.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't done it to me yet. I'm expecting it by the end of this episode. So hang around if you want to hear me sound like a dying walrus.
It might happen or it might not. I like to keep people on their toes.
Yeah. That's why I can't eat or drink around you, because whatever it is will come flying out of my mouth. Stupid. But, yeah, we're... what would you call us? A couple of idiots?
Yeah.
We're complete opposites in a lot of
We
ways.
are, but we're such good friends.
Yeah. I mean, we look completely different.
Yeah.
One time, I had somebody think that we're brothers. I don't know where they got it.
I don't know. We act like we're brothers.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't know.
No.
I don't.
No. You know, I'm a lot lighter than you. We have completely different hair colors. I have completely different eye colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same height, really, but...
Yeah. That's about all, though.
Yeah.
That's about all. Looks-wise. And I don't know where they got it. Probably because we pick on each other like we're brothers, or...
Yeah.
We try to hurt each other. It's not uncommon that you hear, what was that?
I don't know. I hope that didn't pick that up.
I really...
It probably did.
I thought like it did.
Yeah.
That's good. But, good. Welcome to the podcast. But, we need some soundproofing.
Yeah. It's loose cannon, man.
You don't know what's going to happen. Unedited. But, yeah, I'll probably look. Somebody's going to come in like, what's up, man? But...
That's why we decided to do this late at night, so that way...
Yeah, we're recording this at, what, almost 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
But, yeah, it's... You don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know.
My voice probably going to sound like a prepubescent teen here in a few minutes. I'm like, just, oh, talk. But I don't know what life is at this point.
I don't know either.
We're sitting here talking to a mic that, at this, we've been
Get it out there, Junior.
Pardon me? We've been recording now for, what, 40 minutes-ish?
Probably.
Nobody's listening at this point?
No.
So we're pretty much just here?
Yeah. Could say whatever we want. Well, probably shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't. No.
Yeah, with our luck, somebody would skip right to where we'd be saying
something dumb.
Yep, and then they'd be surprised.
Yeah, and that's when a single quote comes out of your video, and you end up getting called a racist, and you get permanently demonetized, get a copyright strike, and before you know it, your channel's taken down, you're fired from your job, and you lost your wife and kids.
All right, we need to tell one funny story each. Anything we think is funny.
Go ahead and start first. I gotta think about this.
Well, should it be that's happened with us two, or should it just be whatever we think is funny?
I think us two, because we can relate and bounce off that.
Well, this is gonna be hard to find something. I don't know. I mean,
there's been so many.
One noteworthy one was when I stood up fast and kicked a root beer float up against the wall.
Okay, so backstory. So this is a long time ago. I mean, a very, very long time ago.
This was when I still lived near him.
And the PlayStation 3 was new.
Yep.
To put it like that. We were playing GTA 5. And was this our first time hanging out?
I don't think so.
You don't think? Oh,
no, we've been hanging out for a little bit at that point.
That's true, because the way the room was set up. But I'm trying to remember that. I don't remember what I had for dinner last night. But yeah, like we decided to be cool, make root beer floats. And we were sitting on a couch, and compared to the one I'm sitting on right now, I'm sitting on a shower chair. It's great. But wait, I'm the host. Shouldn't I get the nice chair?
No.
Unreal. But we were sitting there, and I don't know why you got up really quick.
I don't know. I think something funny happened, or I don't know. Something made me excited to the point where I felt like standing up fast.
Your mom might have called you or something.
Probably.
And we had a root beer floats on the ground. We didn't have a table next, just for some reason. Don't ask why. Don't ask questions. That's best that way. And kicked it. His root beer float. Now,
Yep.
You would think, logic tells you, it would fall over and spill on the ground, or
nope.
It would kick up on the side of the wall, right?
You would think.
Because you didn't kick it up.
No, it just fell straight over.
Straight over. We were a solid, 2 feet away from the closest wall?
Probably.
I kid you not. This root beer float, ice cream, all root beer, the spoon even, the straw, shot straight up into our left. Connects to where the ceiling and the wall connect.
Yep. And just
oozes down. None on the floor. None on the floor.
I was so defeated. But we were laughing so hard.
I fell off the couch. Man, it's something I remember to this day. I think I have a story. It's from I think it was my first time, like 5th or 6th grade. I stayed at your house for the night, and it was also when he lived near me. And with being this young, we're not up at 4 in the morning at this time. We're hyped up on caffeine. We're lacking sleep. We probably should have had a nap that day. And yeah, we're kind of slap happy. We're just doing whatever we think would be funny at the time. And we find this latex glove.
Oh yeah, here we go.
And he's always wanted to be a cop, or first responder or whatever. And he's like, and for some reason, we're just messing with this rubber glove. We blow it up or slapping each other with this rubber glove. He fills it up. He goes through the tap in the sink in the kitchen. Fills this thing up with water. Ties it off. My first thoughts are, what's he doing? I didn't know him that well at the time, really. Like, what's this guy doing? Stupid. And He looks over next to him. There's this pair of scissors. So you know now a latex glove, when it gets filled with water, the fingers get really long but pretty thick. The palm is huge.
Yeah. It's like a balloon with fingers.
Yeah. Kind of like, what is that, SpongeBob? But they have the glove balloons.
Glove World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like that. Except filled with water. He's standing there. And he snips the side of this, what was it, the pinky finger, I think?
Probably. I think I just cut off the top of the,
Well, not the top, like just a little sliver off the side. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's a terrible cut. Get the Band-Aids. Like, what? Like, I don't know what that is. This is like my second time at your house. I barely know where the bathroom is. And you sprint into your bathroom. You cut the Band-Aids. You creak one out. You're like, dude, stop the bleeding. Hold the cut. Hold the cut. I'm like, what's happening? So I hold the cut. I'm laughing at this point. I mean, he's dead serious at this time. Straight face. Sounding as deep voice as you could for a 10-year-old. Like, hold the cut. Yeah, I'm like, okay. I'm holding the sliver closed. He's trying to put this Band-Aid on. He's like, oh my gosh, it's leaking. The bleeding won't stop. He's bleeding out. We gotta start CPR. I'm like, okay. I'm 10. I don't know what CPR is. And he doesn't just gently put it down. He slaps this thing, down to the counter. You just hear sweat, on the counter. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's this guy doing? He's like, back up, back up, back up. He rips the Band-Aid off. Or it was barely hanging on because it was wet. I don't know why we thought that would work.
I don't know.
And he's like, I want to start CPR. And I'm like, dude, his parents are probably laying in bed going, what's going on? What's CPR? Did the new kid in our house just collapse? And what's he going to be able to do about it?
Because I definitely did not know CPR.
And he throws his hands up this glove. He starts pumping on this thing. This is a real person. And I kid you not, out of the little slit in that glove, they, like blood would out of a stab wound, just
it just started
like a sprinkler.
Yep.
Every push. I mean, shooting 15 feet across the room. Soaking me. And I'm losing it. I'm on the floor laughing at this point. He's like, oh my gosh, he's not going to make it. I mean, real life scenario style. Until when all the water goes like, we lost him. And I lose it, and he's laughing too, but he slams this glove into the trash can. And at that moment, like, me and this dude are equally as dumb. Yeah. And we've been friends ever since.
Actually, just recently, we did it again.
We did it again. we did it again.
We have latex gloves here at my house.
Yeah, we have latex works gloves here. Like, it'd be funny if we did that again.
Yep. And then we did, and it was hilarious.
It was just as funny the first time. If you ever have a latex glove, pair of scissors and a Band-Aid and some free time, and you're dumb,
you can get a lot of fun out of it.
Water and latex and scissors and Band-Aids, about 50 cents worth. Well, extra $3 with the scissors.
Yeah, give or take.
Give you about 30 seconds of fun. Just make sure you have a towel.
Yeah.
Because somebody's getting soaked.
I used to, as a kid, I always liked wrestling and like the WWE and all that, and
his name is John Cena.
Yeah, I always looked up to him as a kid, and so I had all these figurines and stuff, and I would go to the sink and like play with them in the water and stuff. I don't know. It's just we were attracted to water as a kid.
I don't think you've told me this.
Yeah, I don't know why. I always made them like wrestle underwater and stuff, and like came up with my own wrestling events. I don't know, dude. I had a good imagination.
Remember when you spilled Mountain Dew and milk over your keyboard?
Oh gosh, what haven't I spilled on my keyboards? I feel like if you own a computer and you drink near your computer, it's bound to happen at some point.
I've yet to do it, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. It'll happen.
I've yet to do anything that dumb. I haven't stooped to that level.
Hey man.
But
I've got good techniques on how to fix it if it happens.
I remember the sheer panic that struck us. Man, and we used to build Lego sets all the time.
Yep. I still have all my old Legos.
I still have some. They're still built. I've never torn them apart. They're still built. Now, they're tucked away back in the closet now. I haven't been seen since I moved to my house 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But they're there. And, I'll get to throw them at my kids one day. But
Or have them playing with them on the floor and you step on them.
government, please don't sue me. I'm kidding. That is a joke. For legal reasons.
Yep.
That's a joke. PewDiePie 2019. Subscribe to him. But, gosh, I'm sorry, that was meme of the year. While it lasted, that might be my meme of the year.
Yeah. Maybe.
I can sing all the lyrics to both songs, probably not good. But, yeah, for me it was funny on how insistent the whole country was subscribing to PewDiePie and defeating T-Series. The whole YouTube community was legitimately ticked off at T-Series. I find it funny.
Yeah.
Because, he has, 102 million subscribers T-Series does, and he gets, 500 views a video? 500,000? The whole sub-bot thing.
Yeah.
For me is annoying. And the view bot thing, I'm not going to use a sub-bot or view bot. To me, I don't see a purpose in it, especially for a channel like this. I'm a little podcast channel. I have 1 million subscribers. Somebody's going to raise some questions.
Yeah.
If this thing ever gets above 100 subscribers, I'll fall out of my chair. So, because I do this just for giggles, pretty much. And for somebody to accidentally find this 50 years from now when YouTube finally decides to recommend my content, I'm like, what the heck was this guy doing? And kind of like how, I'm not going to throw his name out to embarrass him, but we both found a YouTube channel. He showed it to me today that we definitely find interesting. He's got to be, 10 years oldish?
Yeah, probably.
Doing police role play. Everybody is wanted for what?
Failure to appear.
Failure to appear. Classic. Everybody.
We laugh about it, and it is funny stuff, but, I can appreciate the kid for doing what he's done. Because, I can relate to him in terms of wanting to be a cop, and it's cool that he's following his dream.
We used to do the same thing as kids.
Yeah.
We didn't record it.
No.
But
he also uses real police gear. Now, granted, I've got some cool stuff that I've collected and stuff, but, he's got... I don't even know where he gets the money to do all
I don't
that.
know.
It's insane.
I don't know. Related to Elon Musk or something like that.
Could be.
Dude, where do you... Going off a bunny trail from that, what do you think of the Cybertruck?
I hate it, personally.
You hate it?
I don't even really like Tesla at all.
Oh, I gotta highly disagree with that. I'm hoping to buy a Tesla within the next few years.
I can appreciate the technology and Elon Musk and what he's built.
He's a half nuts piece of genius.
Yeah. And, if I personally like the way cars look now, and I'm just worried that cars are going to get uglier and uglier as the years go on. I love classic cars, muscle cars, and police cars nowadays. I love Dodge Chargers, Ford Explorers, all of them, and I'm just worried that one day everything's going to look like Back to the Future, and we're going to be flying in the air. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's weird.
Well, this is where me and him are opposites. I could not care what my car looks like. I could be driving a pinky-dinky-doo looking smart car, and as long as it gets 30 miles to the gallon, I don't care.
You're going to drive a Prius one day?
I would never stoop to that level. We do have a mutual hatred of the Prius.
Yep.
And on GTA, we've got a Prius Breeze.
Prius Breeze.
And it's something, to say the least. And talking about modern technology, we're both recording this while on our phones.
Yep.
We're not looking at backs. I'm Snapchatting. He's on Discord.
Yep. and we're just talking.
America. Speaking of America, what's your channel's name?
Amusing America. That's my YouTube channel.
And what is it?
What is it?
Like, what type of content is it?
Right now, I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't really decided. I think it's just going to be kind of whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, kind of like this right here. It's
Just
one day I might post a 1-second video of a pinky finger, and the next day it might be a 30-minute playthrough of a video game. You just never know.
so, if you're amusing America, how about Canada? Britain?
This is America. I'm a boomer. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, Canadians. I love you.
But they're all right.
All right.
I have some Canadian friends.
They came up with the concept of hockey. Speaking of hockey, the Blue Jackets just lost. That makes me upset. But they came up with hockey. I love the Canadians. Any country with hockey is a great country.
Yeah. Just like that video of the Canadian guy fighting off a coyote that we watched earlier.
Oh my gosh. Look up, if you want to, what was it called? Coyote?
Close Encounters with Coyotes or something.
Something like that. Coyote attacks person, best footage or something like that. You know, because we have a lot of coyotes around here. It's one of my weird fears. I'm scared of coyotes. When I hear a pack of them, you can attest this, I'm inside faster than Usain Bolt can go. And you might have just been able to hear a train horn now. But
So many trains.
yeah, I like trains. But yeah, just it's this coyote just kept biting this guy's boot over and over in the most playful way. It was weird. Cutest coyote attack I personally have ever seen.
Yeah.
So we mentioned earlier that we go on some adventures and stuff. What's your personal favorite we've done?
We've done a lot. I don't know. I like Detroit. Most recently, we went to Columbus to watch a couple YouTubers that we like on their tour. And Columbus was actually a really cool place to walk around. But I don't know, man. We've done so much stuff, and I like everything. I mean, it's always nice to get out and go different places. Probably I'd say Detroit or Columbus, and maybe our impromptu trip to where do we go in Kentucky?
Lexington.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to UK.
Yep, that was fun. Despite my boots that I had at the time were killing my feet.
Man, the worst part about the tour we went on in Columbus, the doors took forever to open.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
That was insane.
I was actually getting pretty mad. And when we first got there, it wasn't bad out. It was, 50 degrees?
It was, I mean, it was a little chilly, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
it was chilly enough for you to say, nah, I don't need my flannel, because you had a flannel
Yeah,
if you didn't.
I had a flannel on. I got out of the car. I'm like, the door's probably open around, 6? And we'll be inside most of the time till about 5:30. I'm good. And, yeah, so I was in a t-shirt and jeans.
And I had my flannel with me.
Yeah.
Because I was prepared, just in case.
Well, I did not want to store my flannel somewhere, and I'd be too hot if I was wearing it.
Just gotta be prepared, man.
And
Better to have something and not need it
the temperature tanked.
than to need it and not have it.
I mean, tanked. At least 30 degrees. It was down to 20 by the time the doors opened. The doors opened at, 7:30?
Yeah, and we kept getting conflicting reports about when it was going to finally open.
Yeah, and to put it like this, I was frozen. I have what's called rainouts. So when the temperature gets below 40 at all, I lose all feeling and pretty much operation of my hands and feet. My fingers and toes go completely numb. I can't use them. I can hardly walk, grip, whatever. And I was pretty much a frozen statue. It was straight up not a good time, but man, that tour was fun.
It was.
That tour was really fun. It was called the Demonetized Tour by...
It was such a meme.
Yeah, by Craig and a guy named Craig and a guy named Anthony.
Yep.
And it was a great time. It was just memes. Straight up memes. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen. It was so dumb I loved it.
Indeed.
So, yeah, that was a great time.
One of our trips that we're planning soon, probably during the summer is
Oh, yeah.
a random trip to Mothman country,
Yes.
West Virginia, Point Pleasant, which surprisingly is only 2 hours away from here.
Yeah, I thought it
Two
was
and a
gonna be
half or
farther.
so, give or take, with traffic. And
We're
speed.
going at night. If we're doing it, we're doing it good.
Well, we gotta go like maybe mid afternoon to evening, so
Yeah, so we can see the town.
both, and then eventually at night. Where we'll go and what we'll do at night, I don't know.
We might find him.
Yeah, we're gonna find Mothman.
You're gonna find Mothman.
But we have to at least go to like shops and stuff and ask people and interact and see if they have any cool stories.
For sure. They'll probably come up with something like, yeah, I saw Mothman once.
Yeah.
That's my name of my ex-husband.
I personally think, I'm just saying, I'm spitballing here, that Mothman was made up as a money grab because I'm sure they've made so much money off of his name now.
I've got to say that, how do I put this as child-friendly? There's something green, and it's not money, was involved in the making of Mothman. Or a drink that'll keep you warm during the winter
Yep.
was involved.
It's hard to tell.
I don't know.
The first spotting was during the 60s or 70s. And
Yeah.
that was a good year. A good year for people.
Yeah, to put it in a child-friendly way. People had a good time.
People were not in their
Normal
normal
state of mind.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of teenagers. Now, I did find it interesting. We learned today that they all had same stories when brought to write down their stories in different rooms, which I did find intriguing.
And another one was we watched a documentary earlier from BuzzFeed on Mothman.
I normally don't like BuzzFeed, but this is pretty good.
Yeah, the two guys were pretty funny and knowledgeable, and they talked to this one lady that said, I forget her name, Darlene or something.
I don't remember.
It was some old person name, not being offensive.
What do you have against the boomers?
Yeah, whatever. And the lady said that she literally fought off Mothman.
Literally.
In order to save her child from Mothman trying to take him.
Unfortunately, she's long gone.
Yeah, she died.
She's passed away.
But I guess she seemed very serious and was meant what she said. And I don't like to call people crazy because mental health is a big thing.
I'm a big mental health advocate of it.
And sometimes it's hard to tell if somebody's genuinely serious or if they have problems. And I don't know. Until I see Mothman staring me in the eyes one day, I can't say that he's real.
Yeah, and I'm scared to look at the window behind me. Thank you. But that is one of my weird, strange fears. I guess more people have this fear than I knew of, I should say. Looking outside of a window at night.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm on the second story, if I'm on the first story, I could be on the 26th story of Chicago.
Well, remember when we were in North Carolina and we heard a noise outside the window and we were afraid to look? That was such a weird setup. We had a window on our left and a big window in front of us. I did not like that room.
No.
That was And then the first time we went to North Carolina, was that...
I don't remember which time that was.
No, the first time was when we had the rooms upstairs, separate
Yeah.
rooms. And your dad heard us up late at night because you were in my room hanging out.
Yeah.
And Aaron and I, it was late at night. We thought his parents were asleep, and we were talking. And his dad's really good at hearing things. It's like
it's
magical.
scary. It's
really
scary.
Weird. And he heard us, and he came upstairs to tell us to be quiet. Well, he knocked on our door because we had it shut. And
we heard somebody walking around first.
Yeah, we heard walking, and that was him coming upstairs, and then we heard him knock on the door. And I think Aaron and I literally thought we were about to die.
Yeah, well, the area that we were in is a very wooded, rural area. And, we heard something, we heard a door close.
Yeah.
And it was it was my parents' bedroom door. But how are we supposed to know that? We're upstairs.
Right.
Then we just hear walking. And me and him, we were talking mid-sentence, just like that. And we just froze, and physically and mentally, and I don't think we blinked. And we just were staring at each other like, oh my gosh, there's someone in the house. It's gotten real. We heard it coming up the stairs. Like, oh my gosh. And then we just hear my heart
Yeah,
sank.
I'm pretty sure my heart was not where it was
Yeah,
at the time.
I was ready to throw up.
And normally,
nothing.
yeah, it was just,
And then just another.
yeah, because we didn't say anything.
And then we hear, hello. And then I recognize the voice of my dad. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't do that to me. Never again.
That was genuinely the scariest encounter I think we've ever really had.
Oh, it's not even close. That's the only time I've thought, we're going to die.
Yeah, either something paranormal was going on or somebody broke in and was coming up there to get us.
And
it was weird.
Take it. Do you believe you when it comes to ghosts or paranormal, whatever? I know I've had one too many experiences and I believe in ghosts and stuff. That's just me. I don't know why I track those things. I don't know why.
I don't know. I just personally have never, unless I have, and I just never really paid attention to it.
But I'm like, okay, I've seen stuff. It's the first time I've ever heard something, and I'm like, well, we're about to be scarred for life. And luckily, it's just a half groggy father, and I was just like, y'all need to be quieter. Which, I don't know, for me it's a lot better than a masked man coming in the room, axe murder. Well, we joked about an axe murder that night.
I think we did.
We joked about chainsaw murder and axe murder that night. A guy's going to break in and kill you guys tonight. Well, that's happening. But we've seen it all. We really have. Whether that's good or bad, we're together during historical events as well.
Yeah, Boston bombings.
Yeah.
The Trump impeachment ordeal.
I think something else.
There's had to have been more, it feels like, at least.
And, surprisingly, I'm surprised that when the Brookville tornado happened, you weren't with us.
Right.
So, you might, if you kept up the national news this year, you would know about the Dayton tornado. It was an EF4 tornado that devastated the city of Dayton, Trotwood, Brookville, and parts of Beaver Creek, and a series of tornado outbreaks that unfortunately took a couple lives. And I'm an amateur meteorologist and a storm chaser. I'm self-taught, and Jory can attest to this. I'm good. I don't like to brag. I'm good, and I can sense weather very well. And it was a Memorial Day, and I could sense that something was off in the atmosphere. I can feel air. I can feel pressure, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to have a tornado today. I can feel those things. And I was driving home from Brookville. I live outside of Brookville, in a very rural area, and I was looking at the sky. I'm like, man, this isn't good. We went home, turned on the TV, and they said, all right, we have a very severe storm coming in from Indiana. That tells you what part of Ohio I live in. But it looked like, to me, it was going to, hit the county north of us, and I'm like, okay, we're going to be all right. Wow. As soon as I said that, I kid not, as soon as I said that storm went directly south. It made a beeline straight for us, and we went under tornado warning. And I usually am like, tornado warning. We get small dinky tornadoes in this area. Like, okay, whatever. This wasn't a dinky tornado.
Nope.
And I actually went to the basement. I never go to the basement. My whole family did. I kind of take over the house during that period of time, and because I just know more than the rest of my family about this stuff. We went to the basement. I grabbed my dog. We went to the basement. We're standing there, and we're just kind of talking nonchalant, and we have the TV up, and so we can hear it, and we're listening, and they said, all right, we see something strange forming near I swear to you, as soon as we're about to say Brookville, the power flashed. What the heck is that? I'm like, oh, that could be wind. That could be anything. Car could have hit a pole. That could be anything. It happens all the time. Power's on for about another 5 seconds. Cut. Completely off. Okay, there's something. It could be small, probably small. And then I heard a distinct sound, just for a split second, of a freight train. What the heck is that? My heart sank a little, because I know that only larger tornadoes make that sound. Stopped. Got extremely still. We have a deck right near our porch. Well, a deck right near our basement, I should say, with a patio set of chairs and a table. And we hear it sounded like somebody was picking up our patio chairs and setting them back down. They were getting lifted up, set back down, and at this point, I'm like, oh, okay. Something's going on. It's very, very real. Then it stopped again. Right afterwards, we could hear something moving away. We could hear the of a freight train. That's the best way to describe it, is a freight train. Oh, that's very true. A tornado sounds like a freight train. I'm like, okay, we dodged a bullet. And I'm like, we're alright. And, we're like, okay. So we're on our phones. We're checking. We're about to get on the internet to see the radar. Then cell phone service died. And this is when my heart truly sank, because it takes a large tornado to cut cell power. I knew something was wrong, and I knew that whatever this was probably heading towards Brookville. And I just been graduated for 3 days, so my heart sank, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. And for a split second, I got so scared, for literally half a second, and all I got was a Snapchat video of my old high school decimated. And this thing's Concrete Steel High School. And I got one more picture of a house. Flat. And I don't think in my life I've ever been more shocked and heartbroken. And power lost again. And I know I have family that live in Brookville, live in town. I have quite a few people that are very near and dear to me, or that I'm friends with, like family to me. And I couldn't get a hold of them. That was the worst feeling in my life. And we turned on the crank radio. We have a crank radio downstairs. And the meteorologist is freaking out, saying, we have at least 12 tornadoes on the ground right now. 2 of them are extremely large and dangerous. One of them is going through Brookville. The other through Salina. We have a tornado in West Moulton. Clayton. All my family live in West Moulton, Clayton, and Brookville. So my heart just sinks to my gut.
It was like it was just never going to end.
No.
Like, here, because I obviously don't live near Brookville anymore. And I personally remember, I think my family hadn't known about anything, and I was on Facebook, and I was seeing some of my family members posting, there's tornado sirens going off, there's a storm coming through, and I just, for some reason, I even felt kind of off, because it's not out of the ordinary for storms, certain things to cause.
We're Tornado Alley.
Right. And then, so I went and I told my parents, and I was like, something's not right. You might want to call my brother, because he lives out that way. And I was like, you might want to call him and say, something's going on. I don't know if he knew about it. I wanted him to be safe. And something like my Aunt Jackie. And my Aunt Jackie was very close. Her house was almost hit. I mean, that whole entire neighborhood where she lives was pretty close to be gone. And it's hard to imagine something like that happening near you. I mean, you hear about it on the news, you see about it, Oklahoma, Missouri, places out that way, and it's just like, it happened in a small town, and other small towns in Dayton, and just, it's like, wow. I mean, it's just, so much devastation.
I can now say that the hardest thing I've ever done is picking up a friend's house. Because I'm standing there really, picking up the studs of their life, throwing them on the curb. Luckily, none of my friends were hurt. My family's house was fine. You know, all my family's houses got out unscathed. I don't know how. There's damage all around them. Mine included. The tornado started at the end of my road. And, you know, it was easily the hardest thing I've ever done. But what was kind of cool is that myself, my whole community, and other communities around us, you know, we were all out there helping Brookville and the surrounding communities. We all looked the same. Jeans, work boots, old beat up t-shirt, cut to shreds. We all were cut up on our faces, our heads, you know, our arms from getting staples in us from whatever we were carrying. But times like that is what brings you back faith in humanity, you know?
Yeah, because everybody was... It almost kind of applies back to what we were talking about earlier. Everybody's so divided, but it takes a tragedy to... And it's sad that it has to take a tragedy sometimes, but...
Certainly.
Brookville was strong, and not just Brookville, everything else, every other place
Dayton,
that was hit.
Trotwood, especially.
And you know, it's still in the same topic, but just on New Year's when I was back in Brookville hanging out with family, we went to go pick up pizzas from a place in the Ohio area called Marion's.
Oh,
love Marion's. And my aunt had me, and actually the same aunt that was almost hit by the tornado. We went towards Hoke Road in Inglewood.
Yeah.
And you know that stretch of road before you turn left, there's the golf course and all the houses right there.
Yep, but like
all that is still...
You know, the CTC, it's a wreck.
It's like it happened. It's like it just happened.
I went down it yesterday.
The fence is torn up. There's still trees on the log cabin that's up on...
Trees and houses.
Right. Yeah, there's a house that's literally cut...
in half.
And it's just the top. It's not. There's no roof. There are $1 million houses that are still destroyed.
Oh yeah, this is a multi-million-dollar neighborhood.
It's just it's so weird. It really is.
And did you go down there at night? Through there at night?
No, it was like in the evening.
I was down there at night. It's almost a full moon right now. It is a full moon tonight. It was almost last night. And all the trees look like sticks. It is the eeriest, kind of one of the saddest things I've ever seen. You know, unfortunately, this isn't my first time dealing with storms like this. A lot of my family live in a town called West Liberty. It's in Kentucky, eastern Kentucky. It's Appalachia. And a lot of my family's homes were destroyed by an E03 tornado back in 2012. You know, and back then, I was in 5th grade. I saw whole communities come together. I know Brookville. They knew that me and one of the teachers have family down there. And I'm very thankful and lucky that all my family survived. But unfortunately, my teacher wasn't so lucky. And 2 of the 7 people killed in that town were family. And I've never seen a school rally together to do a food and material drive like that. Our school offices were filled to the brim. We had to take 5 trips to Kentucky to get everything done. It was incredible. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's a good way to end it. The loose cannon made a whole circle. It's amazing to see towns, cities, states, countries unite, even if it's over something so terrible.
In the same town that complains about Facebook issues.
Yeah, that's true. A town that we're over Facebook, they're ready to strangle each other. But when something like that happens, they're ready to help. You know, I think that's how we're going to wrap it up.
I think so.
Well, I'm Aaron May.
I'm Jordan Hughes.
This is episode 1 of Loose Cannon. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Talk to y'all later. See ya.